This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And good morning, October the 5th, Thursday. I'm Ray Collins. Windy out there right now. So windy we can't show you the tower cam shot because the camera is shaking too much to show it right now. But instead, we'll show you Wendy Ross, who was in this morning for John Scalzi. Busy day for you right now.
It is going to be a busy day because even though we're not getting a whole lot of wet weather right now, we will be seeing that developing throughout the day. We've got a good 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms coming on through. But right now we have partly cloudy skies. We've got the strong winds starting, but we're going to be seeing gusts of about 25 miles per hour a little bit later on. You can see the wet weather is a lot more numerous today than it was yesterday. This is all part of a system off of the Miami coastline, and that's what's helping to bring in these bands across our area. And we're going to be seeing better opportunities for rain as the day progresses. We'll get showers and thunderstorms just about any time of the day. Already these showers are holding together a lot better now than they have in the last couple of days. So anticipate getting some showers and thunderstorms coming on through. At times the rains will be heavy, and so grab that umbrella as you're heading out the door. You are going to need it today. Right?
All right, thanks for the warning, Wendy. Checking first alert traffic right now. Some buildup on the roads on the DeSoto Bridge from Palmetto into downtown Bradenton. Also State Road 70 showing some congestion as well. Farther south now into Sarasota County. The Bayfront showing a thick line of traffic there. Also, we just saw the bridge to St. Armand Circle showing some buildup as well as you head in that direction. Farther south now, we'll check that one and see 681 has some congestion as you head off 75 and head toward 41, so be aware of that. Otherwise, all clear at 6:02 on your Thursday morning. We are hearing now that Las Vegas shooter considered targeting a different open-air concert a week earlier featuring Chance the Rapper. Meantime, his girlfriend is now talking to detectives, and she insists she had no idea he had this planned. ABC's Lana Zock has the latest from Las Vegas.
Right here, come in here.
In this newly released video, you can see the heroism of ordinary Americans in the worst of circumstances.
Bring the guy in the chair with the chest.
Victims of the Las Vegas shooting being led into a vehicle before it sped off to the hospital. One of those victims, Andrea Castilla, was out celebrating her 28th birthday with her sister Athena.
You know, we couldn't give up on her. She deserved a chance to, get hope. It's like she was literally dying in my arms.
And in trying to piece together his motive, authorities have been questioning the shooter's girlfriend, Mary Lou Danley. These are her words as read by her attorney.
It never occurred to me in any way whatsoever that he was planning violence against anyone.
Danley says when Stephen Paddock sent her to the Philippines and wired her money, she worried he was breaking up with her. But in reality, he had something truly evil planned.
Stephen Paddock is a man who spent decades acquiring weapons and ammo and living a secret life.
And authorities say that in the day before his deadly assault, he spent 8 hours at the casino gambling. Authorities now believe that Paddock had planned to escape, and despite few leads, they question if he really acted alone.
It's troublesome that this individual was able to move this amount of gear into a hotel room unassisted.
Meanwhile, the community, the survivors, and the loved ones of the victims are all trying to heal.
And I want to share one other name with you, Jesus Campos. He was the unarmed security guard here at the Mandalay Bay Hotel who, despite being shot himself, continued to assist police in locating Paddock. Reporting from Las Vegas, Lana Zock, ABC News.
Meantime, Southwest Airlines and Allegiant Air are offering free flights to families of people killed or injured in the Las Vegas shooting. Both airlines are also working with local hotels to provide rooms for families arriving from out of town. Allegiant Air is headquartered in Las Vegas. An update now on that bizarre case we told you about last week involving a woman accused of dressing up like a clown, ringing a doorbell, and then fatally shooting the wife of her future husband. It happened in West Palm Beach some 25 years ago. Sheila Warren came back to Florida yesterday from Virginia. She was extradited. That's where she's lived with her husband, Michael Warren, for years after the shooting death of his wife, Marlene. Detectives say that Sheila shot Marlene in the face back in the 1990s while delivering carnations and balloons to her in a clown costume.
Today we filed a notice of intent to seek the death penalty in this case. We have the victims thoughts and memories in mind.
Warren was arrested after investigators used new DNA testing to find more evidence. Warren's attorney says she, quote, vehemently denies that killing. Even though O.J. Simpson seems to be settling down in Las Vegas, Florida's Attorney General wants a warning if he ever comes to Florida. After first insisting Florida is off limits to Simpson, Attorney General Pam Bondi now says she wants new conditions placed on the former football player if he ever intends to travel here. He is on parole in Nevada. Simpson's 2 children live in Pinellas County. Bondi wants Simpson to wear an ankle bracelet so he can be monitored, something that is not a condition of his parole in Nevada.
If he was a perfect inmate, if we believe he, because he does have family here, if he's going to come to our state, we will be sure there are added conditions on him.
As of this morning, there is still no request yet for Simpson to come to Florida. With the possibility of severe weather on the Suncoast later on this weekend and weeks still left in the hurricane season, it's always a good idea to be prepared, of course. That includes restocking your hurricane supplies.
Make sure you're prepared for the entire season. If you have a hurricane kit ready, it's good that you already have that. If not, you need to take the steps today, tomorrow, no later than Friday to really make sure you get everything together that you need for yourself, for your family, your friends to get through what could be a hurricane moving toward the Florida Panhandle or Florida Big Bend.
Now, if you've misplaced your hurricane supply list, we've got you covered. You can download this year's hurricane guide at mysuncoast.com. Just click the weather tab and download guide. And don't forget, if you need a refresher, we can always have you watch the hour-long Surviving Hurricane special. It's available now on our other platforms, including Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. 6:07 right now. An update this morning on conditions in Puerto Rico. 2 weeks after Hurricane Maria devastated the island, most residents are still without food, without power, and without water. CNN's Jason Carroll has a closer look.
It's an emergency mission, a mission to literally save lives, but it's not organized by the U.S. government. It's all volunteer. Miguel Estremera works for the PAL's Skyhope Disaster Relief Program. The organization got the supplies and a donated plane from filmmaker Tyler Perry. I want to show you some of the supplies that we've seen here that are going out. There's medications in this particular box. And this one over here, we've got insulin injectors, boxes of those. There's syringes in this box here. We're told all of that will be going to Good Samaritan Hospital in Aguadilla, where there's been a request there. This box over here going to the Coast Guard. The goal here is to get these supplies to people who have specifically requested them on the ground. And it's not the mission's only goal.
On the way back, because the airplane will be empty, we can bring people out.
Mid-flight, Estremera learns 2 of the evacuees are a young mother and her sick baby. First stop, the airport in Aguadilla on the western side of the island. It's where 3 people from Good Samaritan Hospital anxiously waited.
We sent an SOS via internet.
They say the supplies will keep the hospital going for another 2 weeks.
Thank you very much. We really need these. Thank you.
The U.S. Coast Guard also picked up supplies. You heard that right. Not only are some people not getting what they need here from the government, the Coast Guard needed a delivery as well. We asked what specifically they needed, but their representative would not tell us. As supplies went out, it did clear the way for evacuees. And it's where there would be many tears. Maria Lopez said goodbye to her daughter, who had to stay behind, while Estremera searched for that mother and her sick baby.
I can't leave without him.
He waited as long as he could. You spent hours now trying to find this mother and her baby.
Unfortunately, I have to get these folks down to San Juan, get these supplies, get these people offloaded, and we're way behind schedule, so I have to go. It's a tough decision. It's heart-wrenching.
The mission moved on to San Juan. The mayor of a town outside the capital had put out a desperate call for supplies.
They gave us a list, and it included everything from adult diapers to batteries to generators, food.
This, as another family said their goodbyes. Esley Arroyo says it's no longer safe for his wife or their 1.5-year-old to stay on their farm. What's happening?
It's like a mini war, like a war. Because drugs, cartels, they're getting out of control.
Even with so many doing all they can, there are still families who, for now, say they must separate to survive. Jason Carroll, CNN, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Meantime, at Port Manatee, workers are loading ships with food, water, and local volunteers and setting sail for Puerto Rico. Right now, the U.S. Liam J. McCall is en route carrying 10 work trucks, 2 generators, and nearly a dozen workers from Sarasota who are going to Puerto Rico to help restore cell service. Also on board, 2 containers of relief goods to help provide the island with food, water, and daily necessities. The vessel is traveling more than 1,000 nautical miles to the island. Now, Dr. Merdalis Diaz Ramirez is one of several Suncoast residents collecting supplies to send to Puerto Rico. But as a native of that island, the devastation for her hits close to home.
Is very difficult in Puerto Rico. People who had wooden homes, 90% of those are gone. A lot of the roads outside the metropolitan area are blocked. Many towns are isolated with no bridges to go in.
The first 3 ships traveling to Puerto Rico should arrive in the next few days. More financial relief might be on the way from Washington for victims of Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria. The Trump administration is finalizing a new $29 billion disaster aid package. The request would address 2 pressing needs. The first, to put money into the flood insurance program, which is rapidly running out of cash to pay for an influx of claims from victims. And secondly, to give FEMA money for disaster relief operations. This huge request is expected to be officially sent to Congress as early as next Wednesday. New numbers show Hurricane Irma caused about $2.5 billion worth of damage to Florida's agriculture industry. The preliminary assessments account for current crop losses and other losses such as debris cleanup, damaged infrastructure, and animals' long-term welfare affected by Irma. Florida's agriculture commissioner says we are likely to see even greater loss when accounting for loss of future production and the cost to rebuild infrastructure. Well, this one is lasting. Irma's effects are continuing across the state.
And that's what happens with these storms. You don't realize the aftermath, do you? I mean, you just are immediately in tune to the moment, but then there's always the repercussions after.
We get our power back on, but it continues for others.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And now, of course, we're looking at another tropical system, and we're going to be talking about that and the track it's taking right now. Remember, these are day-by-day basis, so, so that's what we're going to be paying attention to today.
More on that and also more on first alert traffic. And after that Las Vegas massacre, which included legal converters to shoot more bullets faster, there's renewed talk on Capitol Hill about gun control. A story coming up after Wendy's forecast.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Listen to this important message. If you owe money to the IRS, you will want to hear this. Penalties and interest compound daily on your back taxes, putting you under a mountain of debt. Tax 10,000 has years of experience connecting people with tax resolution specialists. Working through the IRS Fresh Start program, they will handle all the necessary forms, and if you qualify, you may end up saving thousands of dollars. Call Tax 10,000 at 800-817-1064.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
We have two weather words today, wet and windy. And that's what's going to be taking place throughout the day. So as you're walking out the door, make sure you grab an umbrella because you will need it at some point today. We're going to be seeing showers and the possibility of thunderstorms all day long. So the rains are coming in from the East Coast. There are a lot more showers on the maps now. And we're starting to see some lighter rains already holding together very well. And we're already starting to see them moving in over portions of central Sarasota County, beginning to affect parts of Venice as well. So we're going to be watching these showers coming on in throughout the day, and the reason for it is because we do have this area just off the coast of Miami. We've been talking about it for days, but now it's starting to make more of a westerly turn, and so we're starting to get the bands coming on in from that storm, and that's what's taking place and creating the rains that we're getting. And in the meantime, of course, we have our tropical depression down to the south, and it's going to be moving across parts of Nicaragua and Honduras, and it is going to be moving into the Gulf of Mexico and will probably become Tropical Storm Nate later on this afternoon. This system is moving towards the west. We're going to continue to watch it move. That's what's going to bring us plenty of rainfall over today and into tomorrow as well. And in the meantime, what will become Tropical Storm Nate, now Tropical Depression number 16, is eventually going to be moving into the Gulf of Mexico over the next couple of days. By Sunday, we do expect that it's going to be making landfall, and right now, we believe it's going to be somewhere from the Panhandle westward, and so into New Orleans area, Louisiana, and then eventually move on up into the Tennessee Valley. We will be on the east side of this system, so we will be getting wind and rain as a result of that, but we're not expecting a direct hit right now. What we are looking at is that the system is eventually going to have some interaction with the land, so it's going to take a little bit of time for it to become a tropical storm, but it will become one, and then once it moves into the Gulf of Mexico, Hurricane Nate is very likely what we're going to be talking about. The spaghetti models are taking it right up to the east of the Yucatan Peninsula, right into the Gulf, and then eventually it appears as though it is going to be moving across Louisiana, maybe the Panhandle of Florida, depending on how strong the high pressure system is over the Bahamas, will depend on the track it's going to be taking. So this is a wait and see system. This is something we have to check out every day, because every day we're going to get more information about this storm and the track it's taking. In the meantime, today, breezy, and we are looking at wet weather all the way through Sunday. Temperature highs will be in the upper 80s. Ray?
Thank you, Wendy. Checking first alert traffic now on this Thursday morning. Manatee County, mostly clear. A little blip there. State Road 70 in the eastbound lane after 14th Street West. A little more activity in Sarasota County, including around the 301-41 Apex. Also Bee Ridge Road heading eastbound. South County all clear at 620. Getting back to Las Vegas now, oftentimes after mass shootings, debate begins about gun control. And as Serena Marshall tells us, that's happening again right now on Capitol Hill.
The debate about gun control grows louder. With 59 dead, nearly 500 injured in the worst shooting in modern U.S. history, Democrats seething over Republicans' inaction.
Thoughts and prayers are not enough.
What is the number? How many more dead bodies will it take to wake up this Congress?
Inside the room of the Las Vegas shooter, 23 guns were found.
There were 12 bump fire stocks identified on the firearms in the hotel room.
With the attachment, you can fire 500 rounds per minute.
I'm going to be pushing forward with this hand and pulling rearward with this hand.
In this video by Legally Armed America, this AR-15 behaving like a machine gun with a continuous stream of bullets. Compare that to when the bump stock isn't in place. A new bill would make those $150 attachments illegal.
Some have said we shouldn't do this now. We should wait. Now is not the time. Ladies and gentlemen, when is the time going to be there?
Already it has 26 co-sponsors, all of them Democrats. At least 6 Republican senators, though, are open to a hearing on the issue. The president in Las Vegas visiting the victims, not quite ready to go there.
Gun violence problem.
Well, we're not going to talk about that tonight.
Texas conservative Bill Flores going even further, endorsing the idea of a ban. His office tells us he plans to introduce a piece of bipartisan legislation in the coming days. Serena Marshall, ABC News, Washington.
6:22 right now, still ahead. Video of a woman being violently dragged off a Southwest Airlines flight last week has gone viral. We'll tell you what she's saying now as she speaks out for the first time since the incident.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317. Go online or visit a Target store today.
The Venice Area Chamber of Commerce Consumer Expo is coming to the Venice Community Center October 6th and 7th from 9 to 3. There'll be free health screenings, door prizes, and products and services from 75 area businesses. You can also enter to win $100 in 5 drawings each day. Enjoy the great food court and see new boats and cars in the outdoor display. Parking and admission are free. The Venice Area Chamber Consumer Expo, sponsored in part by ABC7.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Day is about to break. In Washington, there's a nice shot of Capitol Hill. Busy place these days. You just heard about the gun control debate. Of course, health insurance, other issues pressing. Well-lit shot there of the U.S. Capitol. Here's our social media addresses. Feel free to write to us anytime, any questions you might have, any issues. Also send us pictures. You can check out the content that John and I upload on a regular basis, so check it out and like the page while you're there. Welcome back, 6:25 right now. The woman who says she was forced off a Southwest Airlines plane due to a dog allergy is now speaking out. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has her story.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the woman in this now viral video speaking out about being violently dragged from a Southwest flight last Tuesday. 46-year-old Anila Dolitsai says she is 2 months pregnant and was flying to Los Angeles to reach her elderly father, who was about to have surgery.
When I boarded the plane, the first thing I asked the flight attendant was, how many dogs are going to be on this plane?
Southwest allows for passengers to choose their own seats at boarding, and Dolitsai says she found a seat far enough away from the animals because she's allergic. And that's when she says the Maryland Transportation Police came on to escort her off the plane. Dolitsai says she was subjected to racist and disparaging treatment by officers. Southwest Airlines says they were following their policy. And we'll have more coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, Washington.
Mom would always say you go to Burlington when you need a new coat. I love the jewelry. They have everything for the baby. Dresses,
Shoes and socks.
sweaters, great fragrances. All the great brands at a fraction of the cost. It's Burlington Coat Factory. It's just Burlington. Oh, Burlington.
Poor mouth breather. Allergies, stuffy nose, can't sleep. Take that. A Breathe Right nasal strip instantly opens your nose up to 38% more than allergy medicine alone. Shut your mouth and say goodnight, mouth breathers. Breathe Right.
For I can't help falling in love with you.
Give extra, get extra. When you have a cold, stuff happens. Shut down cold symptoms fast with maximum strength Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
This is an important medical announcement. Talcum powder products from some of the best-known brands have been linked to ovarian cancer. Any woman who has used a talcum powder product and has been diagnosed with ovarian cancer may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that women with long-term use of talcum powder, including baby powder for feminine hygiene, can increase the risk of contracting ovarian cancer. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to women who should have been warned about the risks of ovarian cancer with long-term use of talcum powder. Call the Talcum Powder Hotline. If you or a loved one used talcum powder and were diagnosed or died from ovarian cancer, you must call now.
Call 800-570-7599, 800-570-7599.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
The ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
This half hour on Good Morning Suncoast, the FBI now joins the search for a missing Sarasota teenager. We'll tell you about the reward. A former Sarasota County Sheriff deputy won't take the stand in his own defense. We'll tell you when the Frank Bybee jury will likely get the case. And Habitat for Humanity is building more houses in Manatee County. We'll tell you where. Those stories and more right now on Good Morning Suncoast.
Live from the ABC7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Well, the streets look dry right now, but you're about to hear that's going to be changing on the Suncoast the next, the near future, put it that way. I'll let Wendy tell you. That's a shot of Lemon looking down toward downtown Sarasota, southbound. Welcome back. It is 6:32 on this Thursday morning. I'm Ray Collins. Glad you're with us. John Scalzi is off this week. However, Wendy is here in his place. And Wendy, you're not the bearer of good news today, are you?
You know, I have to laugh. I have to tell a story on myself because yesterday I was pulled into a parking lot and I thought, oh, the rains are coming, but I was too lazy to reach back and grab my umbrella and I thought I could make it. I got halfway across the parking lot when it just opened up and poured. So that's the kind of day we're going to have again today. You're going to get those off and on showers that we're going to experience throughout the day, anytime. Right now it's not really raining. Parts of Sarasota County, over central Sarasota County, getting some showers, but we are going to be seeing much more opportunities for rain throughout the day. 60% chance of rain as a system off of Miami is going to start to make its way across the state. So we have chances for rain today all the way through the weekend, and some of the showers that are going to be coming on through are going to be heavy. We've got some embedded thunderstorms out there as well. So if you haven't got the rain yet, it's coming. Just be aware it is coming. So grab that umbrella. Don't be lazy. Grab it and take it with you as you head out the door today.
All right. Good advice. Thank you, Wendy. Checking First Alert traffic right now. Some buildup in the usual spots in Manatee County. State Road 64 off the interstate in the westbound lane. Farther south into Sarasota, the Bayfront southbound showing some congestion there. Also Fruitville in the westbound lane from the interstate toward Honore. South County all clear at 6:33 on your Thursday morning. Our top story this half hour, an investigation is underway after guards found an inmate dead in his cell at the Sarasota County Jail. Detectives aren't sure what caused the death of Julio Santos Rodriguez, but they say it appears he died of a medical issue. The official cause of death will be determined by the medical examiner in the coming days. Santos Rodriguez had been in custody since last year on charges of negligent manslaughter. New developments in the search for a missing Sarasota County teenager. The FBI is now joining the search to find Jabez Spann. The 14-year-old's been missing now since September 4th. Dozens of volunteers and Sarasota police officers searched through a wooded area near Newtown Boulevard over the weekend. A $6,000 reward is being offered to help find this 14-year-old boy. The former Sarasota County Sheriff deputy on trial for attempted murder will not take the stand in his own defense. Frank Bybee is charged with stealing money from and trying to kill an 80-year-old woman. A number of Bybee's former co-workers did take the stand yesterday to testify that the alleged victim, Marcia Soul, had reported he was trying to kill her. The case is expected to go to the jury sometime tomorrow. Happening today, a funeral service for the Manatee County Corrections deputy who died in a head-on crash recently. Sean Feverston was killed when a pickup truck towing a trailer collided with his Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep flipped on its side and Feverston was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of that truck was cited for the accident. The funeral is held this morning at the Bayside Community Church on State Road 64 East in Manatee County. It starts at 11 a.m. A boil water notice should be lifted later on today for those living in the city of Bradenton. The city originally issued the advisory earlier this week after the area experienced a loss of water pressure due to a power failure. So as a precaution, all water used for drinking or cooking or even washing dishes should be boiled. We're told that notice should be lifted sometime later on today. Also today, the city of Palmetto will begin its Hurricane Irma debris cleanup. That's right, begin it. During the next 3 to 4 weeks, you will see crews work in different parts of the city from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week. The city says the cleanup has taken a little longer to start because Hurricane Harvey took a lot of their assets to Texas. The city also wants to make sure people are organizing their debris piles properly.
If people put more out after we're done, just make sure that it is storm debris and they're not just deciding to cut their trees down in their backyards because of the storm. And to make sure that any construction type debris or roofing materials or fences, furniture is placed in a separate pile than the debris.
City officials also met yesterday with FEMA officials to discuss damage in the community left behind by Hurricane Irma. Habitat for Humanity is building its 4th affordable housing development in Manatee County. And as our Rick Adams tells us, this will include a dozen homes in the Samoset area.
Well, right at the moment, this former tomato farm sits very empty, but all that's about to change. Habitat for Humanity will be building a small community here. Up to 18 single-family homes will be built on these 3 acres. Manatee County Habitat for Humanity recently bought the land, which used to be a growing spot for tomatoes.
We're very excited about doing a community, particularly in this area where there is a great need for affordable housing. We know that it's going to involve a lot of the community members that come together and that have come together with us in the past.
This Habitat for Humanity community will be located on 32nd Avenue East in a neighborhood in the West Samoset section of Bradenton. Bill Moore's home sits right next to the land. He says that he's okay with having this development built here.
As long as they're good residents and keep to themselves, everything will be fine.
We're being told the neighborhood will be called Poling Gardens in recognition of the family who sold the property. It'll feature environmentally friendly green homes and a community garden.
I am a gardener and a conservationist and a builder, which is at times can be at odds with each other. However, this is an opportunity to put all of those together.
In the coming months, Manatee County Habitat for Humanity will be raising money for the project. Once construction gets underway, they will be looking for volunteers to help build the homes. And ground is expected to be broken here sometime late next year, with all the homes being finished within a couple of years. Reporting from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Meantime, an affordable housing complex in Venice may be a step closer to reality now. The project rests on state funding, and for the past several years, the project has been denied. Now, the Venice Housing Authority is getting money from Sarasota County and the City of Venice, which may inspire the state to award the remainder of the funding.
We are ready to go. We have the infrastructure put in. Our plans are just about, I think they're 100% plans now.
Additional money from Sarasota County will be voted on sometime next week. With summer over and now fall in full swing, the city of Bradenton is changing the hours of its popular Riverwalk splash pad. Starting today, you can bring the kids for some fun between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m., although today the weather might not cooperate for you. And if you live in Venice, the Children's Interactive Fountain in the downtown Centennial Park is now back open. The International Association of Chiefs of Police is conducting a staffing study on the Sarasota Police Department. The group took input last night from the public regarding police operations. This staffing study is actually led by the city of Sarasota. It will end in a comprehensive review of the entire police department. A follow-up now on plans for a parking garage in St. Armand's Circle. The Sarasota City Commission authorized up to $17.5 million in bonds for the project earlier this week. Their latest vote finalizes the funding model for a 500-space garage at North Adams Drive and Madison Drive behind the Columbia restaurant. In that parking lot, the city says it'll repay the bonds using paid parking revenue and also funds from a special assessment on Circle property owners. They hope to begin construction sometime in the spring. Sarasota County Public Schools are being awarded for their outstanding involvement in the community. 39 public schools have been awarded the Golden School Award, and 17 of those received the 5-Star School Award. These awards show how devoted these schools and their surrounding communities are to their students' success. Schools must document volunteer hours that are equal to twice the student enrollment and train at least 80% of their faculty to work with volunteers in order to qualify. Happening today, if you're looking for a job, the place to start looking is in Manatee County. The government there hosting an event, and they'll schedule interviews and make on-the-job offers, subject to background checks and drug screenings, though. The county will recruit for all departments at the Bradenton Area Convention Center today from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. There are over 100 positions available, and some of the departments are hiring the clerk of city court, the property appraiser, sheriff's office, and also tax collector as well. You know, I was being a good husband yesterday. It was pouring rain, and Aaron was coming home, so I said, stay right there. Stay right there. I'll come outside with an umbrella and keep you dry.
Nice.
Nice so far?
Nice, yes.
I get out there all bundled up, and the rain had stopped.
I know. You can get lucky, and you can get in between those raindrops.
Yeah, just in seconds.
As I was coming out back to the car, I didn't need the umbrella, but
yeah.
Going in halfway there, I got caught right in the rainstorm. And
yeah.
It's going to be another one of those days where you're going to be running in and out between the rain showers and the thunderstorms. So just be prepared for that as you're heading out the door this morning.
Also ahead, first alert traffic and in health news, are you working out every day? We'll tell you how pumping some iron could help fight off osteoporosis when we come back.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
The Venice Area Chamber of Commerce Consumer Expo is coming to the Venice Community Center October 6th and 7th from 9 to 3. There'll be free health screenings, door prizes, and products and services from 75 area businesses. You can also enter to win $100 in 5 drawings each day. Enjoy the great food court and see new boats and cars in the outdoor display. Parking and admission are free. The Venice Area Chamber Consumer Expo, sponsored in part by ABC7. Watch your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Go outside and look east. That's where the showers are coming from, and that's where they're going to be coming through all day long today. We're going to be seeing them from the East Coast over to the West Coast. We're already getting the showers located in our area as well this morning. And so this is what's causing it, is this system that is off of Miami. We've been talking about it for a couple of days. It's an area of disturbed weather, and it's that system moving across, and it's eventually going to move towards the west and into the Gulf of Mexico, but it is going to be responsible for a lot of showers that we're going to be seeing throughout the day. And then, of course, we just saw what will become Tropical Storm Nate later on today, moving into the Gulf of Mexico with this forecast model, and it is presently a tropical depression. So right now, the models are showing that this one system that's just off the coast of Miami is eventually going to be moving off towards the west, and then we've got this other system, which is now Tropical Depression number 16, moving into the Gulf of Mexico over the weekend. And where it goes once it gets into the Gulf, right now it appears as though it's going to be from the panhandle of Florida over to Louisiana and then make its way on up through the Tennessee Valley. We are going to see the worst weather on the east side of the center, so that means we will get the opportunity for showers, and we're going to be seeing some thunderstorms coming on through as well throughout the weekend as a result of this, and we'll also get possibly some storm surge as well. Not storm surge, but riptides and that kind of thing, but we are going to be seeing very nasty conditions out in the Gulf of Mexico. And for Tropical Depression number 16, the winds are now at 35 miles per hour, moving towards the west, northwest at 7 miles per hour and moving into the Gulf of Mexico by the weekend, and we will be seeing it making landfall sometime on Sunday. Here is the cone right now that we're looking at. This is the expected pathway. You'll notice that we're not in it, so that's the good news for us. But of course, we have to pay attention every single day because, as you know, these systems can change, and the forecast track changing 50 miles or 100 miles can make a huge difference. So that's one of the things that we're going to be paying attention to over the next couple of days. But right now, it appears as though it's going to stay away from the west coast of Florida, move up towards the Panhandle, and all the way up through the Tennessee Valley. That's the forecast path as of this morning. So we are going to continue to watch this system, and this is what it looks like over the next couple of days, becoming a hurricane by Sunday, and it looks as though that'll be right off the coast of Louisiana or the Florida Panhandle at this stage of the game. Over the next several days, we are looking at small craft advisories in effect for boaters through tomorrow, and we're also looking at a 50 to 60% chance of rain through tomorrow, temperature highs in the upper 80s. Ray?
You want to be checking first alert traffic now in Manatee County. Some buildups in the usual spots on Cortez, 301. Also State Road 70. Farther south, you'll see some issues on 41 in both directions. After you get past the 301 split, you go over Bay Vista and head toward Weber and Siesta Drive. South County, a couple of slowdowns in the northbound lanes. 6:48 now on your Thursday morning. Now, osteoporosis affects 10 million Americans, mostly women. Now there's a way to fight back, and that way might surprise you. ABC's Serena Marshall has our story.
Deadlifts, overhead presses, back squats, sure. Weightlifters perform these exercises in the gym every day. But if you're a woman over the age of 60, it may be time for you to grab a weight. Pumping iron may help protect against osteoporosis. Australian researchers studied 101 postmenopausal women with low bone density, that's osteoporosis, and its milder form, osteopenia. They randomly assigned the women to do either high-intensity resistance training, including weights and the deadlift, or low-intensity training like lunges. The women exercised for 30 minutes twice a week. After 8 months, those in the high-intensity training group had higher bone mineral density and improved strength performance. And it turns out it's safe, too. Women in this study experienced no exercise-related fractures. But if you're interested in giving it a try, remember, these women did high-intensity exercises well supervised by an instructor. So make sure you do the same. After all, it could give your bones a lift. With this Medical Minute, I'm Serena Marshall, ABC News.
Entertainment news now. Kate Winslet setting course for Pandora. Variety says the actress is reuniting with her Titanic director James Cameron for his upcoming sequels to Avatar. She will play a character named Ronal. No word if the character is human or alien or both. The first of the 4 Avatar sequels hits the theaters in 3 years. Kevin Smith is going silent. The actor-director tweeted a picture of himself behind the counter of Quick Stop from Clerks. Smith says he is scouting locations for Jay and Silent Bob Get a Reboot. The movie is set to start filming sometime next month. An emotional Celine Dion returned to the stage in Las Vegas. The singer told the crowd that proceeds from the show would go to the victims from Sunday's shooting at the nearby Mandalay Bay. Dion said it was a difficult decision on whether to return to the stage, but she decided to go on with her performances to, quote, show love and support for those who are affected. I'm sure it was a tough decision. 6:50 right now. Up next, your day's top local news headlines, and some new dog houses might make their owners jealous. The story after this.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317. Go online or visit a Target store today.
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Watch your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Here's a live picture from Palmetto at the Bradenton Area Convention Center. Today is a hiring expo. Today from 2 to 7. This is a great teleprompter there in Manatee County for me. Stop by. On-the-spot interviews. Okay. Over 100 positions available. That thing's working great. All right, so that's from 2 to 7 today in Manatee County. Hundreds of jobs within the city government, that is. County government, rather. Here are the top headlines making news as you wake up on this Thursday morning. The FBI has joined the search for a missing 14-year-old boy from Newtown. Jabez Spann disappeared 1 month ago. A former Sarasota County Sheriff deputy will not take the stand in his own defense. Frank Bybee is charged with attempted murder. The jury should get the case tomorrow. A former tomato farm will soon be a new neighborhood of affordable homes in Manatee County. Habitat for Humanity plans to build in the Samoset area in the near future. Checking first alert traffic now. First off in Manatee County, some buildups in the usual spots on State Road 64, also 301 southbound. Checking farther south now into Sarasota County, some buildup there along the bayfront in the southbound lanes. Also, as you get to Bay Vista and head toward Weber and Siesta Drive. Bee Ridge looking busy also in the eastbound lanes due to ongoing construction there. And some problems there at the bypass at 41 into Venice. Wendy?
Not problematic as far as the weather is right now, but we are going to be seeing a good chance for rain and thunderstorms developing throughout the day. 60 to 70% chance of rain through the weekend.
Wow, not great. If you're looking for a dog lover, looking for the best spot for your four-legged friend, check out this most wag-worthy dog houses in Denver. Custom-made doggy digs by local Denver architects, all in one showroom. Pet-friendly realtors take you around to check out the spacious, sustainable, solar-powered haven for your overheated hound. Now the homes are up for auction. Starting bid, about $300.
That's not bad.
No,
that's not bad if
low.
you've got nothing but money to spend, right?
Yeah. You don't
great.
see as many dog houses as you used to. Do you agree?
No, and it's too hot in Florida for them to be outside.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Here's a pretty shot before dawn breaks, looking toward downtown Sarasota. Enjoy your Thursday. Stay dry. We'll see you at noon. Stand by now for Good Morning America.